Good morning, I'm Kathleen. I'm retired. I retired about 5 years earlier than I had planned. I'm trying to be frugal so I can do some things that I want to do before it's too late. So today I have to go have a doctor's appointment. I'm also meeting my daughter for a late lunch after my appointment and possibly to go dress shopping with her. She needs a dress to wear to a wedding that she's going to. So don't know if that's going to happen. It's going to be too late or not. We'll see. Don't know how long my appointment's going to be. On the way home, I'm gonna go by Publix because they sent me a free birthday gift. This month's my birthday. And I get you get to pick between it, either a free tub of ice cream, or, well, it has to be a certain brand, the Publix, or I don't remember what the green something brand. I think it's the Publix brand of ice cream or yogurt, and frozen yogurt, or a little cake, like a little rectangles. I can't remember what they call them. They're just a small cake, not a big one. I decided to get ice cream. I decided to go with the smaller strawberry organic, the green, whatever brand that is. It's all organic, and it's made with sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. And it's smaller, so less likely it's going to go to waste. I'm also going to pick up some raisins because I'm craving some either cinnamon raisin toast or cinnamon raisin English muffins. I think I'm going to make the muffins later, either tomorrow or the next day. I haven't decided. But it sounds so good. I guess because the temperatures are getting cooler. It has rained all night, and it's supposed to rain and storm today, which isn't great. So I hate driving in pouring rain, so I'm going to take the long way. If I go on the interstate, which I hate driving, especially in bad weather, with all the trucks, not that there's not trucks on the little roads, but they're going slower, and they can brake a little quicker if they're going slower than they can on the interstate. So I'm going to take the long route. It's going to take me around an hour to get there, so I have to leave soon, in about 15 minutes. So because I'm going out to eat with my daughter, we're just going to probably find a little cheapy sandwich shop. I don't want her spending a lot of money on me. Yeah, so we're gonna go somewhere cheap. She mentioned a little sandwich shop that's really popular with, I guess, people she knows. But they close at 3, so I don't know. And we're going to be halfway across town. Well, I will be at my doctor's appointment, so I don't know. With traffic in the city, it takes forever to get from one area to the next. So we'll see. And if there's something interesting, I will videotape it. It's windy out there, windy and wet, which my garden really needs. I think I'm going to step out a minute. So the grand dogs came for a short visit with my daughter Tuesday. We were supposed to paint the upper part of the posts out there, and it rained, so didn't get to do that. She didn't come. She was gonna come on that Sunday, last Sunday, but she was not wanting. We changed it to Tuesday, and then it rained on Tuesday. It had, I think there was like a 10% chance of rain, and every day that there was a slight chance of rain, it never rained, so I figured we were safe. Well, we weren't. It was raining. So the upper posts still aren't painted completely. I'm hoping we get a dry spell again. Sometimes when the weather changes like this and it starts getting rainy, it just doesn't stop. And then it gets cold, and then everything freezes. So I don't know. The last few years have been pretty warm though in the winter time. So we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna get my ice. Bringing a cooler for any leftovers I might have from lunch and for my ice cream. It still is fairly warm out there. I don't know, I think it's supposed to be in the 70s still. So good morning. It is, I think it's Friday, first week in September. So my plans didn't go as planned yesterday. So yesterday I had plans I went to my doctor's appointment, got that taken care of. I went and picked my daughter up. We had a late lunch. She wanted to treat me for my birthday because it was the closest day to my birthday that she had off. And so we went out to lunch, and then we went looking for a dress. My daughter's going to a wedding of one of our first exchange students next month. So she needs a dress to wear. So we looked in Dillard's and Macy's and JCPenney. She found one dress that wasn't horrible. And I will put in here some of the dresses we found. That we actually laughed over because they were so awful. The first dress was just plain ugly. Most of them were horrible. There was a whole rack of dresses that looked like styrofoam, and the edges weren't even like stitched. So it looked like they were already unraveling. And I will put a picture of that dress here. Another dress was pink, and it had these god-awful flowers on top of the shoulders. And I'll put that picture here. We had fun. Both of us hate clothes shopping, but we had fun making fun of the dresses. So she found one dress that she liked, but it was really expensive. So she knows what size fits her, and she had something in her Amazon box that was a fourth of the price. And so she's going to she's thinking about ordering that one, seeing how it fits on her, and then making a decision. And we might end up going somewhere else. I don't know. There's not a lot of dress shops. We did pass one in the mall that had big poofy dresses and what looked like some brides dresses, bridal dresses. But they had big skirts. I don't remember the name of it. My daughter kept saying, what happened to Forever 21? Because that was the store that was in that store that used to be there. I told her it closed. All the stores closed. So now they have these big ball gowns like Cinderella dresses. So if I still have that picture on my camera, I will put the purple one up because purple's my favorite color. I think I took a picture of the purple one. But they were pink and green, and they're pretty, but I don't know where anybody would wear a dress like that. But I guess they could be wedding dresses if you wanted a colorful wedding dress. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't look at the prices either. It kind of would have been fun to look at how much they were. But my daughter also, and I hate when she spends money on me, but she did, when she first got in the car, she handed me 2 gifts that she got me. A mortar and pestle. I don't know if you can see it. Mortar and pestle. I guess because the other day when she came over, I told her, I gave her the parsley that I had dried out and crushed, and I don't know, I guess I must have mentioned that I have a mortar and pestle. I have one in my Amazon cart, and I guess now I have to remove it because I no longer need to buy a mortar and pestle. It is pretty. It's soapstone, which is the stuff that I've always wanted. I've always loved the look of soapstone fireplaces, and for years I wanted one. And when I finally made good money, I looked into how they're shipped and how you get them into your house and all that. And you literally have to, in my area, they come from New England, and they're shipped to a loading dock, and you have to get somebody to pick them up and bring them to your house. So I just thought, that's a lot of work, and they're super heavy. Then you have to get somebody to actually bring it inside your house. How are you going to find somebody to load it into your house unless you have people in your life that can carry heavy loads? And I didn't. So yeah, I finally did get something made with soapstone though. And then she got me stained glass picture with butterflies. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm going to put it up on this window. It's the only one that's exposed after I clean it. I do need to clean it. So that was nice. But I told her she shouldn't be spending her money on me. I am going to go walk out in the garden. I also need to eat real quick. And then I'm going to go run to Walmart. I need to start boiling I need to boil some water for my coffee. I'm just going to make instant coffee so I can run to Walmart. I just need to get some milk and raisins so I can make some English muffins tomorrow. So I'm going to make some English muffins. I'm going to make the dough today. It takes all day to make because you have to let it sit overnight for like 18 hours or something. So I've been craving raisin cinnamon toast and or muffins. So I'm going to make English muffins with raisins and cinnamon for breakfast tomorrow. And I have some milk, but I don't have enough for this recipe and to have in my coffee for the next week. So I'm going to get a half gallon of milk and some raisins. And also so when we were shopping, dress shopping, one of her friends told her they were all going to play singo at an Irish bar, and they invited her, and she asked me if I wanted to go. So I decided, what the heck, I decided to go. I was already tired because I didn't get a lot of sleep. I slept like 7 hours and I still feel like I didn't sleep last night. And anyway, so I was really tired, but I thought, I don't go out and do anything. It's free, except for whatever drink you get. I had an iced tea. My daughter insisted on paying for it. We also got some nachos, and we played singo. It was boy band themed. It was kind of fun, very loud. That's it. Everyone help yourself. I don't like bars, but it was fun. It was a sports bar, an Irish sports bar. So a football game was playing, and they also had some horse and carriage thing going on a couple of the screens, which I thought was weird. I guess it's because it's Kentucky, but anyway, we played singo. There were 3 games, and I thought, there's no way I'm going to know any of these songs. I figured they would all be really recent, but they weren't. They had the Beatles, a couple of Beatles songs, the Monkees. So I knew a few of the songs. And of course, the other people at the table knew a lot of the other ones. And you didn't have to really guess. I guess if you knew it ahead of time and you were close to a bingo, it would benefit you if you knew the song right away without waiting for them to say the actual name of the song. So they play a minute, I don't know, and then they would cut it off, tell you what the song was. So one of my daughter's friends won the last one, the blackout, and I think it was just a gift card for a free something in the restaurant. So it was fun. It was free for me. It was something to do, get me out of the house. So it was fun. And then I came home and made half a bowl of ramen noodles because I just kind of snacked on the chips. So I'm going to go out and walk in the garden now and boil my water. Freckles lettuce is coming up. turn. So we finally did get some rain, but the garden's looking kind of rough. I picked a couple of watermelon, but I still have half a watermelon in the fridge to eat before I cut into these. Good thing they're mostly small, in case they are ripe. So one thing I didn't do yesterday was go to Publix and get my free box of ice cream. When I realized it was a little after 9, it was a little late to be running there, because the city, even if it looks like you're close, traffic is horrible and it takes 10 times longer than you think it's going to. So I didn't want to be rushed and run in there and try and find raisins and this box of ice cream. So I just stayed at the bar a little bit longer. I did leave early because they were gonna go hang out on the patio, and I just left. So I was getting tired. So I didn't get my box of ice cream or the raisins. I also needed milk, which I didn't realize until later. I don't know what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I have to postpone my trip to the store though, because the people I called about doing the driveway, resurfacing it, said they would come this afternoon. So I think I'm just gonna hang out until they come. Hopefully they do come and I'm not sitting here all day like you usually are waiting for people to show up. I think I'm gonna make some toast and a fried egg for breakfast. That sounds really good. It's after 1 o'clock because I didn't get up till after 11, because even though I was tired last night, I couldn't fall asleep, so I just stayed up until like 3 in the morning. So still, I don't feel like I got 7 hours of sleep, but anyway, it's gonna be a lazy day. So my little breakfast: over easy egg, a piece of toast, and some cherry tomatoes and coffee. Okay, I'm back from the grocery store. So first, I don't know what they're called. The people came to give me an estimate on resealing my driveway. It was only $400, so I'm just gonna let them do it. They only have a few weeks temperature-wise to be able to do it, so that's a good thing. Now I have, so if you haven't been watching my videos, last year, I think it was in the winter time, I don't remember when I bought this. I bought the patch stuff to go, the asphalt patch, and then I was going to buy the actual sealing stuff and some squeegees, and my daughter and I were gonna do it, but it's not happened. And the thought of having to do that and ruin a pair of my garden shoes, which is what I mostly have now, and finding the perfect day to do it, I have to clean out the cracks still. I've been trying to kill the weeds out of the cracks forever so that I could do it. I think there's only one strip at the bottom, the very bottom of the driveway, that is still green, because it's been so hot and dry that I think it's killed all the other weeds, which I think are all grass, like crabgrass. So they're going to do it all, $400. And I will have a sealed driveway. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. So I just went to Kroger's. It's quick. I didn't want to go to a big old store like Walmart and have to go all the way to the back of the store to get milk. So I just ran to Kroger's, and they had given me a coupon. They sent me a coupon a day or two ago. I think I got it yesterday. I think it came in the mail yesterday. They're Kroger coupons. I got 65 cents off a half gallon of milk. So I paid $3.14 for this milk, which is about 20 cents cheaper, like 19 cents cheaper than I can get the same thing at Walmart. And then I bought some raisins to make my raisin cinnamon English muffins. I won't be able to eat them till tomorrow, sadly, because they need to sit for quite a long time covered. Let's see, 12 to 18 hours. So yeah, it won't be till tomorrow before I can eat them. And then I decided to treat myself. Oh, the raisins I got, they were 50 cents off, which I didn't realize when I bought them. I just picked the smallest amount for the cheapest price per volume. They had the little boxes of raisins, but they were ounce for ounce, they were more expensive. So this is a 10 ounce or 284 gram bag for $2.99. They were 50 cents off. And then I decided to treat myself to some sushi. It's California roll. It's my birthday month. This was $6.49, so I spent a total of $13.01. Not too bad, I don't think. And it is lunchtime, so I'm going to go eat the sushi and enjoy it. And then I'm going to come back and start the dough for the English muffins. So I made the English muffins in one of my videos. I don't remember when. A few months ago, I think. And I guess I could make them again for this video. Just a quick thing to do. And then I'm going to add tomorrow, I'll add the raisins and cinnamon. I don't know if it would be too good doing it while it's doing its thing. And I'm only going to do half a recipe because I don't want a bunch of English muffins that I have to freeze. Just want a few. So I made me a cup of coffee. My second one today. So I have some leftover fries from last night and mushrooms. These are like, I don't know what kind of mushrooms they are. They're kind of in a mildly spicy sauce. But I kind of want some of these fries. My daughter took me to Honeywood. It's a restaurant bar because she talked me into this. So first we were going to go to this sandwich shop because I was wanting a ham and cheese sandwich, like a hoagie, a hot hoagie. And this was when she first told me she was going to take me out. But the sandwich shop closed at 3, so we didn't get to go. We decided to go to a hot dog place. Daughter's not really into hot dogs, but I didn't really want her spending a bunch of money. And a hot dog sounded pretty good because I was already thinking a sandwich. And there's a hot dog place over by the mall. And then she Well, I drove over to the mall. She pulled up pictures of the hot dogs. The hot dogs really didn't look good. And so we went and we split a cheeseburger. We had had this burger before a few years ago. She used to work in that little mall, the newer mall, and she would eat there frequently, I guess on her breaks and stuff. So this had pimento cheese on it. It was okay. We split the burger and the fries. There were so many fries. So I got hers and mine to take home. I don't know if you can see that. And then these are we got a side of these mushrooms. It's like an appetizer. They were really good. So I'm going to air fry these fries. And eat not all of them, like half of them. I'll save the rest for dinner, maybe. I also thawed out some stuff from the freezer. I thawed out a little container of leek and potato soup, I think. No, it's not quite thawed out. Yeah, I think this is the leek and potato soup that I made a little while ago. Half the time I don't label stuff, so I have to guess, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is because of the color. While I'm just gonna put a little handful of the fries. I'm gonna air fry them while I start making the dough for these English muffins. Okay. So half of the recipe is 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. And then it calls for 1/8 teaspoon of yeast. I don't know if I have an 1/8. Yeah. Okay, why do I have 1/4 teaspoons on here? That's so weird. I just noticed that I've had this for years and I never noticed it's the same. Okay. So I've got to kind of guess at 1/8. And then 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Again, gonna kind of have to guess. It's a very easy recipe. And then it just takes a long time. So then I need some milk, water, and butter. Okay, so we add the milk, water, butter, pop it into a microwave for 15 to 30 seconds or until it's lukewarm and the butter has melted. Take care not to get it too hot. So I just put 1/3 cup of milk in here. The recipe comes from Bigger Bolder Baking. It's Gemma's Bigger Bolder Baking, and she has a website and a YouTube channel. And 1/2 cup of water. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for 15 seconds and see how it does. It is not lukewarm anymore, it's hot, but the butter's still not melted. So I'm going to let it cool off and finish melting the butter, because I think if it's too hot it will kill the yeast. Add the wet ingredients to the dry and mix until you form a dough. The dough will be quite soft and a little sticky. It recommends you watch her video about holding back liquid until you get the right consistency of dough. Once the dough has come together, just scrape down the sides of the bowl, cover tightly with cling wrap and a clean kitchen towel. Then you set it at room temperature for at least 12 to 18 hours. Okay, so we're gonna do this part first. I'm not pouring all of it in there yet. So the full recipe will make about 8 English muffins, so I'm going to do about half that. Because I don't really like bread or bread products that come out of the freezer. I don't like the way they taste. I don't remember what it's supposed to be like. I think that's about right. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit more in. I think it's supposed to be sticky, but not overly sticky. Cover it with plastic wrap first. I'm gonna go get a towel. Okay. So, what time is it? It is 5:11. So 12 hours will be, I'm not getting up at 5 a.m. So I need to bake these off between 5 a.m. and 11 a.m. So I might get up by 11. We'll see. So I'm going to heat my little fries. I think this video is going to be long enough. I think I'm going to work on editing it while I eat my fries and drink my coffee. So thank you all for watching. Oh, almost forgot. So not this weekend, but next weekend I'm going to a festival. Don't know if anyone's coming with me. I've invited the game night crew. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to go, but if not, I'm going by myself. It's not too far away from where I live, so I'm going to go to it. I've been to one. I think it's the same group of people that did it. The last time was in Lexington. This time is a different city. So I'm going to go. I'm going to have fun. And I will bring you all along. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye.